Yo, Big Cash back up in here. Get your scalpels, get your doctor's equipment, get your nursing and doctor's assistants going on. Cause look, y'all already know when y'all see this face right here, it's about to get surgical. It's about to get real surgical. Before we get into that, y'all make sure y'all please pick up a copy of Street Dad, Geek Dad, Avoiding the Manufactured Mindset, written by me, Big Kish. The link will be in the description. Check this out, y'all. Pusha T was right about Lil Wayne. We got Jalopy Bungus here providing the story. You already know when he cooks, he cooks. Get your scalpels ready. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know I don't like holding y'all. Without further ado, let's get it.
This video is about to get very surgical, so stay with me, all right?
Uh-oh.
In the light of Lil Wayne releasing the Carter 6, it's probably gotten the worst reaction his albums have ever gotten.
Right.
But I don't think we digging deep enough into the layers of what this actually exposes. What actually was exposed with the quality of this album, with the quality of the rapping, with the quality of the production. A lot of lyrics that I heard from back in the day are aging very well. Some lyrics that I heard as recently as last year are aging very well. But it goes so much deeper. Why has Wayne been giving us lackluster projects for years, and why?
Do not click off this video. This is the answer that everybody been wanting. Look, everybody fronting on Wayne. I say it's a scout. He needs some grease up in his scalp. He need one of these females out here to start moisturizing in his scalp. And also, somebody put together in the comment section that when he just kicked his sister out, his girlfriend. Remember he kicked her out of the crib, had all the luggage and all that stuff. Somebody said that he was going broke. Somebody said he was going broke. So if anybody know Lil Wayne out there, let him know. I'm going to front him the money to go and get him a man unit. You know what I'm saying? Because, look, we can't be fronting on the GOAT like this. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, that's Wayne right there. They've been doing this for a long time. But let's see what Jalopy got to say about it.
Have people not really... Why have people pretended that that's not going on? You see what I'm saying? We going to get very surgical in this one, and we're going to get down to the core or what I believe is truly going on with Lil Wayne and what happens with many artists in the industry. So first and foremost, this whole situation made me think about a specific Pusha T line that came out a few years ago. The song we about to talk about is Infrared off of Daytona, right? In one of the Infrared verses, the Good Music president addresses the famous financial dispute between Lil Wayne and Cash Money boss Birdman. Push raps, "Oh, now it's okay to kill a baby. Niggas looked at me like I really killed the baby. Salute Ross because the message was pure. He see what I see when you see Wayne on tour. A flash without the fire. Another multi-platinum rapper trapped and can't retire. Niggas get
I said it yesterday. I said if he got all these Maybachs, he got all this money, why he can't kick back and just chill? If you get $1 million, if I get $1 million, I know I ain't going to work. I'm about to be sitting on the couch, taking the kids out. We about to go enjoy ourselves. I'm not about to be performing in front of nobody. Let's see what he got to say. Because, hey, look, I might be wrong. Let's see what he got.
Exposed, I see the cracks and I'm the liar. And in other words, he's saying, I've been told y'all about Birdman basically taking advantage of Lil Wayne. I've been told y'all that. I've been told you it was a bad situation. And y'all hated me for that. But then Rick Ross came out and said it, and everybody had a different opinion. But the line that really stands out here is the flash without the fire. Another multi-platinum rapper trapped and can't retire. Damn. There are a bunch of people in the industry who are continuously working, touring.
Talk that talk. That's what I've been talking about this. If y'all got all this money, why are you still working? I don't get it. Y'all trying to push that work ethic on us. That work. Yeah, we see it, we hear it in your songs. I got 8 jobs. I don't get tired. Yeah, y'all remember that song? They keep trying to push all of that. Yes, be a slave. That's what they trying to put because they in them slave deals.
Touring, putting out album after album after album. And some people are really working hard. Some people have no choice. These bad contracts keep these artists trapped in a cycle of touring, making music, and touring, even when they don't have it no more. Kanye was talking about this a while ago, talking about how he couldn't retire because he was trapped in his contract. This might be the same reality for Lil Wayne, and because of that, let's do a little deeper digging. So boom, Pusha goes on to say in Exodus 23, the infamous line, "You signed to one nigga that signed to another nigga that signed to three niggas." Now that's bad luck. Once again, exposing the fact that the biggest rap star at that point, or one of them, is in a terrible contract. Terrible contract.
Talk that talk. I love when Jalopy talk that talk. Talk that talk. These guys are being oppressed, y'all. I don't care how many diamond chains, diamond teeth. I don't care how pretty their veneers are. These people are they are trapped. I remember Jada Kiss said it too. He said, "Why is the industry designed to keep the artists in debt? It's designed this way. You mean to tell me these people don't want to sit back and relax? Come on, man."
Making way more money for the corporation than you could imagine, but only getting a small piece of the pie. Speaking of that, that brings me to my next point. Birdman 100% groomed Lil Wayne, and we don't talk about this enough. In multiple aspects, even if we talking from a sexual standpoint, Birdman groomed Wayne. There's an interview with Wayne talking about how as a child, he was put in a situation by Birdman and arrested him where he had to mess with a girl who was older than him. Now, people don't see there's nothing wrong with that because Lil Wayne's a man and he's a boy, so people see it differently in society. But that's still wrong. It happens in the community too, the regular community. Doesn't make it right. And I bring that up because when we talk about power dynamics, right, and manipulating somebody, that plays a part. That plays a part. If you take control of that side of an individual, this is why they perpetuate this stuff through the music. You can corrupt this individual. You see what I'm saying? On top of this, he's also knowing his contracts. He's literally forming Lil Wayne into the thing that's gonna make him a money machine, right? Without thinking about all the effects that will happen to Lil Wayne when he's no longer usable. When you can't use him no more, who is Lil Wayne supposed to be when all he's ever been was a cash cow for you? You see what I'm saying? And it's messed up because then we go to the future.
Now he ain't got his hair no more. And I believe personally he doing the skateboarding thing to appeal to the youth. That's what I think. I really didn't think he was interested in it, but it's a business for him. You know what I'm saying? And what that did is tap him into a whole nother youthful appeal to the youth. You know what I'm saying? And it keeps them youth, and it keeps them out. But I'm a part of me is happy that he does do it, which it shows a lot of the black youth that it's okay to do that as well. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, bro, he's not Wayne ain't Wayning no more. Wayne is not Wayning no more. Their hair is their hair. He tried to put the long hair on the side. I see what he tried to do. Hold on, let me explain this. He tried to take the long hair on the side and tie it up all to the top to make it look like he got some hair at the top. Nah, ninja. No, we see your hair ain't hair no more. Them spots is spotting, boy. Them spots is spotting. It's a whole desert up that motherfucker. Birdie Schbon, boy.
After years and years and years and years of Wayne feeding Birdman's pockets and making him one of the biggest moguls in the industry. You see what I'm saying? Birdman, at the very moment he thought Wayne wasn't usable no more. This is supposed to be his son, right? But that's just power dynamics, by the way. But at the very moment he didn't think he could use him anymore, he tried to replace him with a replica. He tried to replace him with a replica by stopping Lil Wayne's album from coming out. I think it was the Carter 4 or was it the Carter 5? There was a Carter 5. He stopped, or the 6. He tried to do 6. He stopped him from putting the album out so that Young Thug could take over, bruh. Stabbed him in the back. And this led to a whole suit.
And this when Young Thug came out, I think he called it the Barter 5. I think the Barter 6 or something like that. And then they started a lawsuit and he is cooking right now. He is cooking right now. Hey, look. when Pusha T was getting blackballed behind the scenes, I said it the other day. Pusha T, he went on, he still made it do what it do. He still went out and got his bag. He still invested into other things. He had little partnerships with McDonald's, with Arby's, and he got a little transport service out here as well in Virginia. He got a transport service for elderlies out here. So he didn't stop. He still, you know what I'm saying? Wayne is like, he didn't tap into different market. He didn't put his money into places. If he's getting his money, I don't think he getting his. I think he probably just getting money off of merch or something like that. Probably with a show or something here like that. But I don't think he getting the bread like he's supposed to. Wayne broke. Wayne, bro, y'all hear them beats on Carter 6? He's broke.
That's when we get to what Pusha T was actually making his comments about. Rick Ross and Birdman. When all this news broke out into the public, Rick Ross didn't take no time to get in the booth and really display and say the issues that he had with what Birdman was doing to Lil Wayne, because nobody else was saying it besides Pusha T. But nobody else wanted to say, look, we see what you're doing to Wayne, and doing this to somebody who's done so much for the culture, been such a huge part of the culture, whether y'all think, however y'all feel about it. This is wrong. And this brings me back to the article. In the new interview with Billboard, Ross explained why he went in on Birdman and revealed he's aware of the theory that DJ Khaled's "they" is actually a very specific reference to one person in particular. You know, I just think it's so effed up, Ross told Billboard. Us seeing Lil Wayne's situation and suffering from that, I think we kind of all got used to it. I think the culture has accepted that Wayne would not put out another album. And that's not the way the game should be. That's not the way we designed this. That's not the way this is supposed to be. Notice everybody got an issue with censorship since way back then. This don't start with Drake. Censorship has been an issue within the community that the hip-hop community always stands for. I think there's certain names in hip-hop that continuously speak out when things like this take place. The real tragedy behind the situation, Ross told Billboard, is that it keeps creators from doing what they do best. They supposed to be in the building, flipping over desks in these offices, fighting to get money, not suing each other, fighting lawsuits, and everybody starving, not putting out music, not being creative, us not doing what we came here for. There's nothing more I hate than that. Us not doing what we came here for. And that's to express ourselves, is what Rick.
It's the same dynamic at your workplace. It's the same dynamic everywhere you go. It's always these people at the top that's coercing something for people to just be combative with each other. Just for these people to be combative while they just sit back and they just watch and collecting all the money. It's the same dynamic. It's the same dynamic. I'm telling you, bro, man, yo. And y'all remember when it was, I think it was first Juvenile, then it was BG, then who else? There was the only ones like, nah, man, I want my money. I want my money. Birdman owe me. I want my money. And what he do? Birdman, now I got little young moolah right here. I got moolah. I still got moolah. But Wayne was young. He was the young one. So he was easy to manipulate. He couldn't manipulate BG and Juvenile for too long, because especially Juvenile. Juvenile already came in. He already had a deal back then before he came with him, with Birdman. So Juvenile already had an adult mindset like, nah, bro, you ain't, Juvenile was the only one. Now, you ain't about to kiss me in my mouth, ninja. Nah, I'm grown, bro. Nah, where my money at? And then as time went on, Lil Wayne got older. Bruh, I want my own money. I don't want you buying my stuff. It ain't nothing for I'm about to say Beatrice, but that's what they used to call Baby. It wasn't nothing for Baby to get you a Ferrari, a Rolls Royce and all of that, and you know, have the cameras out there. Look what I just got my son. Look what I just got him. He did. That's a tax write-off. They want their money. They want their money and they need it now. It's my money and I want it now, baby.
Ross is saying. It's crazy how this come full circle to what's going on today. Then in Idols Become Rivals, which is Rick Ross's diss to Birdman, he's talking about how he finally met people and realized that the watches was fake, and the glamour that they portrayed on the television was to allure people to the process of going through the industry. That's why they put all that stuff up there without giving people a piece for real. They don't give the artist a piece, but they trick everybody into thinking there is a piece, so more people come to the industry and do the bidding. He then goes on to...
It's the same thing on the field. I know I keep stopping, but he's cooking right now. Y'all remember the video, bling, bling. Every time I come around, you say they bling, bling. Turk came out and said all that jewelry was fake, boy. Wordies, Bond, all that jewelry was fake. Turk came out and said that. Yeah, them watches, all that. Yeah, that stuff was fake. With that deal, see, let's just say they on a plantation, right? You got your field ninjas. You got the ninjas that's on the steps of the big house. And you got ninjas that's in the house. Them ninjas that's in the house, they going to try to lure everybody to work more. You know what I'm saying? To benefit the massa. Same dynamic. I don't care if it's at your workplace, if it's at your, them tap dancers at your job. You know, they everywhere. Oh, they boss, they ain't working. They not working. It's the same thing with the music industry, y'all.
Say that Birdman, I hope you got some remorse in your heart for Wayne to let him release his music and get out of this situation. You see what I'm saying? Which is something you're supposed to do when y'all claim y'all so close, and that's supposed to be your son. That son shit was only for power dynamics. I don't care about none of that. But then he goes on to say, yeah, this whole debacle, I stood there, so I'm part of the blame. He said, I can't believe this, homie. I still love you, but how the fuck you touch $1 billion and your whole team starving? You on the island. You came to my city. Boom, 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 boom. You see what I'm saying? The pain I see in my brother's eyes, FaceTime my nigga, he took that on the chin. So he talking about how Lil Wayne is being ragged around like a dog by these people. You see what I'm saying? And my whole point in this video is how the hell are you supposed to produce at your highest level when you've been drained, when you've been manipulated, when you've been betrayed? Even when you turn around and put on artists like Drake, they do you dirty. You see what I'm saying? How is Wayne supposed to produce what he's supposed to produce when the industry is really taking advantage of this guy's, S.A.ing him? That's something I really want to say, but I'm not going to say it. So how is he supposed to produce what he's able to produce or what he's capable of producing when he got to focus on all this other stuff? You know he's still trying to find a way to get back into the proper situation, which is why he sold all of the Cash Money stuff. You see what I'm saying? He's trying to get his situation back together. Imagine being in the industry for this long and it's all you know, and then everybody start looking away. Everybody stop paying attention. What now? What now? Main point being in this video, I think Lil Wayne's in that position where the music ain't about the music, it's about the business. And that's the problem in the industry in general. Artists aren't put there to create. You see what I'm saying? Because people are trying to take advantage, one up, all this different stuff. But Wayne,
that's why the higher ups always have the artists following the trends. Do what's trendy. Do what's trendy. And this is why we rock with Kendrick so hard. He not gonna do what's trendy. Kendrick gonna do what he wanna do. That's why we rock with him. That's why we rock with him. They're gonna have their artists, hey, look, follow the trends, follow the trends. That's gonna put more money in their pockets. It's not gonna separate you from the other artists. They want you to do what's trendy, and then when you no longer producing the way they need you to produce, they're gonna discard you. You're done. I'm telling you, this is a dirty game. You got hip hop, which is, the people coming together, loving on each other, having fun, dancing, you know what I'm saying, singing, and you have the music business, the hip hop business side of it. It's a cold-hearted game, very cold-hearted. He cooked on this. He cooked on it. Not enough people was talking about the business side and how these artists are getting jerked. Y'all remember the Locks? It was We Are the Streets. When they had J Hood, they introduced J Hood, and he was like, don't sleep. While you sleep, you're dreaming. While you dreaming, your wife getting pumped full of... And after that, he said, we'll be graping you, graping you, graping. This, you can't escape the grape. You can't escape. Man. The Lock's been talking about this. Y'all remember when Mace had to run up on Puff? Mace ran up on Puff while he was at the radio show. Look, I need you to sign this paper, bro. There's so many artists that's in these deals that you think that they're recouping the money, they're getting the money off of their album. No, somebody else getting the money off their album. So every song that they come out with, somebody else get. I wouldn't be surprised if Wayne didn't reap the benefits from the Carter 6. I wouldn't be surprised. And that's why he made it trash, because it ain't his. That probably was his last album that he's indebted to somebody. Or he probably going to be signed for the rest of his life to Baby. He probably done for the rest of his life. He probably had never reaped the benefits from his own work. This is, I'm telling you, bro. Especially for y'all young ninjas out there. Stop, bro. It's not worth being signed. It ain't worth it, bro. You want to be signed for your car, your chain. That's why they call it a slave deal. You get your whip and you get your chain. That's why they call it the slave deal. You get your whip and your chain. But when all of that's done, when everybody done screaming your name and all of that, now you're going to start thinking about the business. Oh, ho, where my money at? I want some money. Nah, remember you signed this a couple years ago when you was immature and all you wanted was the clout? Yeah, read this. Uh-huh. That's your life rights. Yup, you just signed us all of that. I'm so happy he came out with this video. He cooked on this. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. And add your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cent, $10 into. Add your 6 cent. You know they say add your 2 cent into it. They add. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man, in the comment section. Big Kish signing out. I'm going, y'all.